Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash. My name is Yakabo from Playing Tables Camp in Philly. And this show, The Real, I think it aired a couple days ago. And this, is overweight black woman, probably tribe of Judah, made a statement about how black men cheat and no other race cheats. All right. I seen it a couple days ago. Decided, today, I think it broke yesterday or the day before. Decided to do a little short video. You can see the scripts I already have up there, up on the top. The women are not the head of our nation. All right. And the fact that, that Esau Edom allows these women to get on TV and make statements like this is damaging to the masculinity, damaging to the order of the nation Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And, Judah has fell from her grace. Judah at one time used to be, very beautiful, had long hair and was, shamefaced, and obedient, she didn't act like this. Now I watched a clip a couple days ago, so I forget exactly what was said, so why do it in real time here. And I believe the Asian chick, she's dating a young Jeezy, that rapper. All right, so let's just see what I'm trying not to insult her. Okay, let's see what she's saying about you niggas.
Black community, I don't speak for the black community, but I do think that a lot of black men, they really don't know how to have true, faithful relationships. They think because they have money, because they have power, that they can treat women any kind of way.
Loni love is saying things.
And that is something we need to work on. We need to work on that money and power does not mean that you can just do whatever you want to do.
I think sadly in so many cultures that is the whole machismo thing, like that goes across the...
And you see how the other, I think she's a El Salvadorian, or I don't know. She's one of the Latina tribes, if I'm not mistaken. And she's trying to, bring some balance. Like, okay, there are other so first of all, nobody so-called cheats on a woman more than Esau. Okay, Edom is the original deadbeat dad. Okay, Esau, Edom, they say that their population is more than us, right? So by default, they would cheat more. All right, there's no way you can say without any data or just good sense that so-called black men cheat more than Edomites, than Esau, the obvious elephant in the room. All right, if you actually work around Esau Edomites, you would know that they either cheat just as much or more than so-called black men. All right. Now, listen to how she tries to shut her down when she's trying to even it out, and then you expect us to fight for you. I'm talking you black women. You expect us to stand up for you and fight for you when and the majority of women won't even condemn this statement. Now, women, I'm recalling now, I've watched other interviews and articles that you hearing women say, I don't agree with her. But for the main part, they're going to they're going to stay silent on the matter when they talk about all these other issues, but then they're silent on this matter. All right, you ain't supposed to be really running your mouth anyway. But when they do talk, they act like things like this don't exist. Now watch this.
Machismo thing, that goes across the board. But I'm gonna say
it's not across the board, because what is happening is
I can't even finish it. This is sick. This is just fucked up. She's telling the truth now.
Or because what is happening is that we are still
the Latina chick. And then she tries to bring slavery into the mix. All right, which she's right, but men, Israelite men, are allowed to have more than one woman. All right. Now I'm not really. That's not what the video is about. We're supposed to have. We're allowed to have more than one woman. The point of this video is that the black woman is very prideful, and you will never be defended and looked at as a prize. So as long as you conduct yourself in this type of behavior, all right, that's the point. A few more seconds.
Across the board, but I'm going to say...
No, it's not across the board, because what is happening is that we are still dealing with the point...
I can't listen to any more of that. But I'll put the link in the description box. And again, like I said, the women of our nation, all the tribes, if you continue to have this attitude of you being a feminist and you're actually leading the relationship, or you have the mindset of a 50-50 relationship, you will not be defended. When this deal goes down, the time of Jacob's trouble, the famines, the murders, Esau, Edom destroying our people, and you have brothers receiving spiritual power to protect the flock, the Lord's flock, Yahweh Shai's flock. You will not be defended. You will be ignored. All right. Now, the women that are amongst Israel, they don't have anything to worry about. All right. This is 1 Peter 3:6. It says, even Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Because feminist ideology, that feminist doctrine, has taught the women of our nation to be afraid to be under God's son, Yahweh Shai's sons, phobia. All right, be struck with fear. All right, you sisters need to get with a man that's in the faith, that's in a pillar. Well, you need to get with wise men. Don't get with these thugs. All right. And they taught them to fear that that we're going to like fucking destroy them, and they'll be washing dishes forever. That's their mindset when they read scriptures like this. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. Now, how many women that would call their husband Lord? Virtually none. Even women in the faith. That's really a light thing. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are. So you're the daughters of Sarah. All right, your daughters of Abraham. So you should, if you're in the faith, you should definitely be in that spirit of service. Yeah, you still have your own life and build and all that, but when you come together, act accordingly. It's not, it's not difficult. You're not being put under a yoke that's so great that it's going to destroy you. You shouldn't be afraid of that. But you have these wicked Israelite women that are extremely afraid of being put in their proper place, and that's under her man in service. We're in service to Yahweh Shai. We're under a yoke. All right, certain things we can do, certain things we cannot do. All right, like her whole body is unlawful. All right. The scriptures say all things are lawful, all things are not expedient. You ain't going to find no good black. She wants a good black man. Okay, so let me just say it. That's what she really wants, and she's hurt. And if I remember right, she said rich and powerful black men treat her like shit. I don't know. Has she ever been with a rich and powerful black man? I don't know. Then she cited what Kevin Hart said, his apology and all that crap. All right. You're not going to get a decent so-called black man looking like this. I guarantee it. It's not going to happen. All right. Now, by chance, it might, but I'm telling you right now, most rich and powerful black men are not going to deal with this woman. All right. So don't be afraid to be in service. All right. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Yeah, meaning we love our women, fervently love our women. All right, that shouldn't even be in question, but it is apparently. All right. Let's get a proverb out here. It says, Proverbs 30 and 32. If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, or if thou hast thought evil, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. Sometimes things don't need to be said. All right. Sometimes you need to ponder upon these things. Like before I open my mouth and say something, a lot of times I'm getting to that practice. I wait weeks and months before I really make known my mind, to make sure, I'm not, fucking up. That's a good practice to have. Some things need to be addressed, immediately, but certain other things, you just let it marinate for a while. Certain videos I do, I've already knew about the information, but I'll just wait. All right. Like this video, a previous video I've done, a plethora of videos I've done. I kind of just waited, and some I just spring on, like the breaking news or whatever. I spring on. All right. If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, ourselves, you black women, the women of the other tribes. All right. If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, or if thou hast thought evil, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. All right, because there's consequences, to the things you say. All right. So obviously, or apparently, she's been hurt, and she looks like shit. All right, don't expect to get a decent man looking like this. I'd rather you be bald, going natural, which is shameful, taking a journey, to being natural. I'd rather you be like that, going on that so-called journey, than look like this. All right. Some, most brothers would not prefer a woman with all this damn weave, because you got tons of makeup. But we rather you just be plain, and just natural. All right. Isaiah 4:1, which women got to understand, is that it is a natural thing for Israelite men, really all men, but you're going against nature, really. You want to get technical, for a man to be with one woman. Now, most brothers only have one woman, so you're not going to run into a point where you come into the faith and every brother got like 2, 3, 4 women. The norm is brothers have one woman. That's the norm. All right, but it is lawful for men to have more than one woman. All right. And in the day of the time of Jacob's trouble, every Israelite man will definitely have more than one woman. There's almost no question about that. All right. Just going on the mathematical aspects of it, it's going to be more women. It's there naturally more women than men anyway, and you're not going to be sitting, by yourself, because you're going to be saved under your husband. You're not going to be saved by yourself. The Lord's Yahweh Shai is going to set you with the man. All right, this is Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by your name, all right, thy name, to take away our reproach. That's the way Yahweh Shai set it up, that women are to follow men and men are to follow Yahweh Shai. All right. In that day shall the branch of Yahweh shall be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. So we going to escape together. All right, you black women, you black men that are of the elect. All right, and you men and women of the other tribes of Ephraim, Zebulun, Yeshashkar. We're going to be saved together. All right, but it's not going to be one man with one woman. It's going to be one man with several women. All right, because the elect are going to escape the destruction of Babylon. All right, and we're going to escape together. All right, we're not escaping by ourselves. All right, and in that day, Isaiah 4:1, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. All right, and women like that, they're going to enter into prophecies like these. See, the women that are in our nation that are learning, and you have evil thoughts. Yeah, we have evil thoughts too. Okay, good. What are we going to do about that? Sometimes you hold your hand over your mouth. All right. Sometimes you talk with your husband about it. All right, or your potential, and you work it out. All right. The point is, if you in the faith, you should know the scriptures. All right. I'm referring to you women. You men, you have no excuse not to know these scriptures. You women should know these scriptures. Isaiah 32:10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and your sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, or breast, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vines. So that's the welfare. That's the things, benefits that certain women are receiving that are going to fail them in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. Maybe you can supplement that with the RFID microchip. All right. But the benefits are going to fail. You're not going to have the welfare and the protection of a man in that day if you are not of the elect, if you do not have an Israelite man protecting you. All right. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, for the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come. All right. They said they shall lament for the teats. All right. So it would be in your best interest, to whom it may apply, to lose this feminist ideology and let the healing begin with your husband. All right? Because we're escaping this destruction. If we're of the elect, we're escaping this destruction together. All right? This whole chapter's good. All right? In Micah 7:10, as then she that is my enemy, again, this is to whom it may apply. All right, you women that are in the faith, you should be looking at this woman with disgust. All right. Then she that is my enemy shall see it. So they're gonna know that we're their enemies. All right, because they've been outspoken, strong, and independent. Someone that's outspoken, strong, and independent does not need salvation. All right. So we're not concerned about providing them with anything. All right. And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Yeah, when they say statements like they're no good, she basically was saying that she wasn't just saying that. I'm reading in between the lines that we cheat. He basically saying that we're worthless and we're insignificant. So she got herself a so-called white man. All right. Yeah, you can put her name in. Her husband's Edomite, or at least he looks like one. All right. Because our people value that lighter skin as being superior, something that should be listened to and respected and feared, and we should have that honor. But again, we're under the curses. Deuteronomy 28th chapter. It tells you that the eye should be evil toward us, and our eye evil toward them. All right. Where is the Lord thy God? Yeah, she's saying those scriptures you're reading don't mean nothing. Where is the Lord thy God? Those scriptures you just read don't mean nothing because she's strong and independent. My eyes shall behold her. These are the men. These are the angels. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh. Now shall she be trodden down like the mire in the street. Which mire is like contaminants, waste, feces, like sludge. All right. Mud, clay, mire, damp dirt, mud, clay, poetical clay, filth. All right. That's what mire is. And because they were rebellious, Yahweh Yahushua is going to not put a hedge around them, and they're not going to be delivered. They're not going to be amongst the women that say, you know what, I might have evil thoughts and might feel some type of way, but I think this is the better option. Let me get with this man, this man in the faith that's, you know, that knows what the hell he's doing. All right, that's full of grace and wisdom. All right, that's the right thing to do. All right, and just be loyal. All right, you can go to YouTube and find gold digging, sting setups, and most of the time, what the women fail. Right, they set them up. The woman goes for the man with the car or the money or the opportunity to be wined and dined, because women like that shit. They really, apparently women like to be wined and dined. I don't know what it is, but they like the finer things in life. They're not well, they're under the curses. They're not thinking on, you know, that, you know, the Babylon America, Esau's rulership, his continuity is not gonna last. It's gonna be a break in that when Yahweh Shai completely burns America and these different nations up with fire completely. All right. There's an end to this, all right? It's not about getting on TV and Instagram posts and covering your shame with this embarrassing. This shit looks stupid, all right? It's embarrassing to have women lead our nation, all right? I'll just hit one more scripture, because I haven't read it in a while anyway. 1 Corinthians. That's already up there. There you go. Come on. Be ye followers of me, even as I am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them unto you. And when I read this, I always stress this point a lot. As we give you instruction, you're supposed to keep the instruction. That ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them unto you. But I say unto you that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of every woman is the man. And the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. And we're going to focus on head. I forget what this is. We got Kafale. And it is of persons, masters, master, lord, of a husband in relation to his wife. All right. The head. Yeah, this is a good analogy. Good definition. The head, both of men and of animals, since the loss of the head destroys life. So we all you got. Black men ain't shit is basically what she's getting to. We all heard it and grew up with it. If we're destroyed, you die. All right. We're the husband. We're the planter, the seed. All right. Since the loss of the head destroys life. All right. So this word is used in phrases relating to capital and extreme punishment. Yeah. So if you lose the head, which is us, you're done. You're dead. You need us, pursuant to the scriptures that I brought out. All right. Of persons, masters, lords, of husbands in relation to the wife. All right, so we are the head. Yahweh Yahushua made it so. All right, so don't adopt this feminist independent ideology. Lose it All right. You can and don't look like her. Aspire to be as far away from this image, this mammy, fat black woman image. Even if you are, big, you got weight on you, or whatever. Get away from this image. All right. Get to a humble, natural state. All right. So hope you were edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.